All right, Mallee Dad's Garage. We're here to check out this beautiful car that we made of mine, Mr. Mark Wood, just built with his brothers in their shed, which is fantastic. So he's just down here at the Sydney Hot Rod and Custom Car Expo, and pretty much one of the first times it's out. It's on the PPG stand, which the guys helped look after the paint, and it came up amazing considering it's pretty much a home build. So we'll catch up with Mark and check out the Tudor. With Mark checking out his 28-29 Ford Tudor. Mate, give us a bit of a rundown on the build, Mark. This is the first time it's out, or second time it's out, isn't it?
Third time actually.
Third?
Yeah. It's a 28-29 Ford Tudor.
Yep.
350 Chev, a little bit of work. Turbo 400, 9-inch diff.
Yep.
3-year build.
3 years?
3 years to build, yeah. And
that's this is a garage build. This is not a professional shop. You've done this yourself?
Yeah, one day every weekend for the last 3 years.
Yeah, apparently you made the sandwiches while this guy did most of the work. Is that pretty much?
I thought it was the other way around. My memory must be mistaken.
Oh, no, right, okay.
This is the guy who was responsible for the main
So you cut
build.
the sandwiches, he cut the chassis?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fair enough. So, but you did that with your brothers, right? At
yeah,
home,
I did. Yep.
Pretty much every Saturday in the shed working together?
Yep.
That's fantastic.
My brother Alan, he's a bodybuilder by trade. And
yep.
He did all the fabrication work and welding, grinding, whatever was needed.
Yep.
And my other brother Damien's a spray painter.
Yep.
He's the one who put the beautiful paint job on it.
Mate, how good does it turn out?
Mate, yes, come on.
Have a look at that.
We love it.
I mean, the colour, what is the colour?
The colour's a Toyota colour called Blue Flame.
Oh, yeah.
And for that, we got to thank PPG who came to the party.
Yeah, mate, they're fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, and you might want to have a chat to Sam. He's a PPG expert on paint application and technical advisory.
Mate, well, it's come up well.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. So it's a Toyota colour. So give us a bit of rundown on the build. You know where it started, and I guess the vision and why.
Yeah, well, it started 3 years ago. We ordered a fiberglass body from Dennis Stockman from Stockman Fabrications at Tamworth.
Yep.
And as I said, COVID hit, so basically we couldn't do anything for the first 6 months. So you could probably deduct 8 months off that 3-year build actually, because allowing for COVID and that. So Dennis supplied the body and the chassis, and there was still a bit of work involved getting the lines right, the gaps right.
Yep.
There was still a bit of chassis modification required.
Yep.
And the chassis is actually mini tubbed in the rear, so we're running 12-inch tyres on the back.
Oh wow, cool.
Got 6-inch tyres on the front. Yeah,
so you've got a 350 Chev. And what about the setup? Like, what sort of suspension, steering? Have you got a rack and pinion in it, or?
Yeah, it's a rack and pinion supplied Rodtech front end and rear end.
Rodtech, excellent.
Yeah, Rodtech, and they do a great front end, so fully adjustable. It wheel lined up pretty well.
I wouldn't mind doing Rodtech and the HT if they want to maybe sponsor me, and and I could do the video.
You call Rod at Rodtech. Rodtech, and have a chat to him and see where people
maybe
come
I'll put a logo up or something. Rodtech, I'll send them this video.
The rear end's also a Rodtech setup. It's
Rodtech, was it?
Yeah, Rodtech.
Rodtech, yeah.
4-bar Panhard setup.
Yeah,
fully adjustable. So we're currently running a medium setup on it.
Yeah.
That seems to be good for a road, just for road travel. Yeah.
Nice. Man, the interior, she's pretty different. Tell us a little bit about the motivation behind the interior and what you've done.
Yeah, the interior was actually designed by the upholsterer, Vince, and Vince done a great job. I asked him for ideas, so he supplied the crocodile idea. He said, maybe run a crocodile or a snake skin type trim. So we just picked the basic tan colour, and Vince sort of went with the crocodile colour from there. And it's just very simple. It was never meant to be built as a full-on show car. It's always meant to be built as a street car.
She's pretty much a show car level, don't you think? I think the paint's beautiful, the presentation, but yeah, she is a really nice street rod.
It is, and that was always the intention. The intention was to build something a bit of a retro look, but a bit of an old school look, but with new refinements in it.
Yeah, that's
such
fantastic.
as adjustable steering, power windows.
Yeah, I saw that before. Yeah. You got the. Show us how there's no wiring in the doors and how that all works.
Yeah, the doors have got contact switches, so you don't have any wiring between the door jamb and the door itself. That's
cool.
The switch points, yeah.
So the electric windows won't work now because they're not touching.
No,
but that's
no
also
contact.
Speakers as well.
Speakers as well, yeah.
Oh wow.
No.
So if you shut the door,
and then we can.
Then she'll go from there.
The window will go up. Yeah.
I mean, we advise to do it from the inside of the car. That way, the window can go slightly higher.
Yes. Yeah, it can go all the way.
All the way. Oh,
all the way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mate, that looks absolutely beautiful, mate. I did a little bit of video underneath. Bit hard to get under there. We're at, the Sydney Hot Rod and Custom Expo here, and it's a bit hard to get under there and have a proper look. But she was very tidy as well. Very neat. There was one red cable tie that was picked up by just a passerby. Just
by some annoying...
Is that a custom red cable tie?
Yeah, no, that was intentionally put there. I think you need to speak to the bodybuilder about that.
He probably...
I think that was his idea to run the red cable tie.
The red cable tie, yeah. Well, I'll get that on video.
Might want to have a word to him about that.
Custom red cable tie that's been fitted specifically for this show. Yeah.
Exactly.
Just so people can put shit on you. So
that's it.
Mate, she's absolutely beautiful. She's come up well. 3-year build. Now, before this, what did you have before? You had a beautiful Cuda, didn't you?
Mate, we had a 1973 Plymouth Cuda.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was a good car, but we decided we wanted to go from muscle car back to rod. We have had rods before.
Yeah.
You know, we've had a 35 Ford Coupe Ute. We had a 1938 Ford beer barrel pickup.
Yep.
We also built a 28 Ford Roadster.
Oh, nice. And your brother's currently building, is it XP or C?
XC.
XC, yeah. And with the Barra.
That's with a Barra motor. That's being built for drag week.
Oh, nice. And it looks awesome too. The paint's come up well. So
yeah.
All right. So obviously we want to thank Rodtech, right? Rodtech.
Got to thank Rodtech.
And we'll put a little logo and maybe get sponsorships available. PPG for the paint.
PPG on the paint. We thank Sam for that. And
you want to thank, obviously you got sponsored here, like Dad's Garage.
For the coverage.
This guy for all the Saturdays.
This guy for the Saturdays.
And your other brother as well.
Damien.
So Damien did pretty much the paint.
Yeah, Damien's a spray painter. He did all the paint prep. Yep.
And mate, come up awesome.
And and wives as well. So all our wives for the time we all put into it and spent away from our
what are you going to do now?
home and family.
You've got to drive it on a Saturday versus work on a Saturday. So.
It'll be interesting, probably. We'll end up driving.
That's awesome. Mate, she looks beautiful. Bit of pinstriping too, so that was done by one of the guys that was here before.
Yeah, Al Smith is just over here. He's got a stand. Al Smith is a legendary pinstriper from the northern rivers area.
No worries. So anyone else you want to thank, motor or anyone, or trimmer or?
Vince the trimmer, Vince, as I said before, Vince has done a great job on the trim.
What's his business name, do you know? Or
just Vince the trimmer? Vince the trimmer. He's a private operator.
Vince the trimmer that trims?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, well, we'll show people around.
Andrew McClellan, who did the electrics on it.
Nice.
Yeah, he had a lot of mucking around to do, poor Andrew.
Mate, there's a heap of work in these things.
Yeah.
Absolutely massive amount of work. So we'll cut in all the video of, underneath and the engine bay as best we can and interior. But an absolute credit to you guys and good times with you and your brothers in the shed and look what's turned out. Fantastic. So.
Great times.
All right, mate. Really appreciate it.
Thanks buddy. Mel, and thanks, Dad's Garage.
No worries, mate. Thanks. That was Mark's Tudor. Absolutely fantastic, and thanks for showing us, mate. Brand new build out of his own shed at home with his brothers. Absolutely fantastic build, love it. Thanks, Mark, and thanks for joining me on Dad's Garage. Thanks, mate.